doing this whole Black Panther shit. My family is one of my biggest support system. My friends too, associates, affiliates of mine. I just want to say thank y'all, and I love y'all so much for supporting me through a hard time that I had to overcome while I was locked up and I was in jail. Now, when I say this, I don't mean Facebook jail. A lot of people, thought that my post about me being out of jail was about Facebook jail. And it wasn't. It wasn't about Facebook jail at all. This was serious. Actually doing time behind this Black Panther shit. Now, what I'm going to say is the reason I got arrested is for demonstrating at a protest about a young black brother who got killed by the police downtown Indianapolis, and his slaying was covered up by the police. Now, I don't know what evidence the police think that they have against me, but these are my charges. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know exactly what they're trying to prosecute me for. So my charges were 7 counts of one charge, and that one charge was pointing a firearm. Those 7 counts of pointing that firearm, and I'm not here to incriminate anything. I just want to let y'all know exactly what it is that we're going through as black brothers and sisters in the United States of America. Those charges were 7 counts of pointing a firearm. I forgot the infraction code that it was under, but it's just the one charge 7 different times. The police themselves are their own witnesses to me committing this act of violence towards them. And this crime is a level 6 felony. Now, I don't know, because I've never been arrested, and I had to do any time before anywhere at all. So I don't know about anywhere else. But in Indiana, the level 6 felony comes right after the highest misdemeanor level. So they were trying to get me saying that I pointed my firearm at 7 police officers. Now, what's so interesting about this is the detective I spoke with when I got arrested. Yeah, 7 officers, 1 charge. So, what's up, Dor? Yeah, bro, you got that shit right. That's exactly what it is. So, like I said, I'm not going to incriminate myself on anything, because ain't no way in hell I did any of that. And y'all going to see exactly what I'm talking about in a minute. So anyway, I don't know about any other state. The state of Indiana, level 6 felony is the lowest felony you could get, coming right out of the highest misdemeanor. So it goes A, B, C, D misdemeanors, and then 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 felony. Now, the reason why this case really doesn't make any sense to begin with for me, one is because I know for a fact, and me and my brothers and sisters know for a fact, that I didn't point my rifle or firearm at any officer. The demonstration that we were doing was peaceful. If a black man was to point or even reach for something in a hesitant manner or in a very swift manner, and the police saw that person was reaching for it and it made the police officer nervous, we know without a shadow of a doubt that man would be gunned down. That brother or sister be gunned down in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Or wherever they are, in their car, in their homes. As long as that police officer says that he felt unsafe and in fear of his life or uncomfortable in any other manner, then that police officer would, in the court of justice, in the court of law, be found justified by saying that he shot this person or that person because of fear for his life, because the officer had no clue on what that black individual was reaching for. Now, when I got pulled over, I could have been pulled over by the 7 cops who, brought these charges up against me, but I would never know because I had never seen them before. Never in my life seen these officers before. Their badge numbers and everything is in my paperwork for when I got arrested. I can't recall them right now or recite them for you right now. But there was a line of police cars all the way down a block. Now, initially, when a first officer made contact with me after, initiating the traffic stop, she told me that she thought my license plate was expired. But I know it's bullshit. I know for a fact it's bullshit because my license plate don't expire until 2021. And if you run the plates, you know for a fact that the license plate isn't expired. I don't know what kind of game Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department, or for y'all that's already here in Indianapolis, I don't know what game Metro is kicking, but it's not a winning game at all. You can't tell me you thought that my license plate was expired. If you run the tags, once you get behind me, the DMV report pops up. Bam, it lets you know when the tags expire. There should be no mistake in what the DMV report says versus what your license plate says. Now, I don't know if they thought maybe I didn't know that. Maybe I'm just some ignorant ass black nigger to them. But I pride myself in being very knowledgeable and wise and full of wisdom when it comes to certain things, especially because I enjoy the right to be a free citizen, and I enjoy the right to be able to protect myself and my loved ones the way I do with the means that I have necessary given to me. Now, with that being said, the detective that came to speak out to me after I found out that I actually had a warrant out for my arrest, which was weird because detectives usually just don't come out and speak to you while you're being arrested. I've seen traffic stops before. I've seen a lot of things happen as far as interactions with the police and public citizens or private citizens. And the detectives usually don't ever hardly come out just to speak with me. But this detective came out and told me that I was being arrested. My warrant that I had was for pointing my firearm at 3 individuals. He didn't say that these people were cops. He didn't say that these people were private citizens. He didn't say that they were public citizens. All he said was I was being arrested for a warrant I had for pointing my firearm at 3 individuals. Now, in my head, I'm still shocked. I wouldn't point my gun at 3 people if I didn't need to shoot it. So why in the hell am I being arrested? But it wasn't anything that I could do. You know what I'm saying? At this time, I'm already in cuffs. The transport van is already on its way to come pick me up. The only thing I could do now is call my loved ones and make sure they know what's going on and, get something set up. So ain't nobody, just not thinking about me and it's like, oh man, he ain't hit me up. I wonder what's going on. No, I'm going to jail for some bullshit and y'all need to get on this shit. And my people, I love them to death, man. They knew what the fuck to do and they got right on the ball. They didn't waste any time, and I love y'all for that. I know some of y'all watching right now affiliated with me in one way or another. Y'all know what's up. Now, with that being said, once I got to jail, obviously the experience was horrifying, absolutely horrendous. Like, I couldn't sleep. I think the first week and a half, maybe I was there, I couldn't sleep. I tried, and I kept having these fucking nightmares. And the worst part about these fucking nightmares was waking up from them and realizing that I'm still is. They try to say that I pointed my firearm at them, and they arrested me almost a month later on a warrant that was served 3 weeks later, 3 or 4 weeks later almost. Now, if I pointed my firearm at you, either one of y'all, and I didn't shoot, you would be justified in shooting me first, in fear that I could pull that trigger at any given moment. Same thing works the other way. Y'all pointed a firearm at me, I'd be justified in shooting because I'm in fear that you could pull that trigger at any given moment. Somebody pull a gun on a police officer. They are justified in shooting. You know what I'm saying? It happens so many times that black people aren't pulling their firearm out on a police officer, or aren't even reaching for a firearm, or don't even have one in their possession, and they get killed. This time around, it just so happened that let's just say, with them saying that I had my firearm pointed at them and I didn't get shot, it's fucked up. It's real fucked up. It's real fucked up. How can you say that I had my firearm pointed at you? By saying that, you're saying that you are justified in taking whatever action necessary to cease and desist my criminal negligence or recklessness, allegedly. But you didn't. And the reason why you didn't, I'm going to tell you the reason why you didn't, is because I didn't have my firearm pointed at anyone, let alone 7 police officers. But even, let's say, okay, that these officers really weren't looking for a shootout in the streets, bam, okay, and they didn't want to shoot, take the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, or 7th shot. It don't matter. Fact of the matter is, I still could have been apprehended that day, but they didn't apprehend me that day because they know good and damn well that I didn't have my gun pointed at them.